Hello, Aries. Welcome to Intuitive Garden Tarot. My name is Nicole. I will be doing a general reading for Aries signs, just checking into the current energies. We've come through a massive solar eclipse, and Mercury is now direct. Venus will be direct on Sunday, so I thought this is a really potent time to see where your energy is, Aries. Okay, starting with the Ace of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. If you're enjoying this content, please remember to give it the thumbs up. And if you're not watching on YouTube, I invite you to join me on YouTube. I'm really hoping to make that channel grow as much as possible. It's free to subscribe, so subscribe if you aren't already, and I thank you in advance for your support. If you do want to book a personal session with me, you may do so by going to my website, intuitivegardentarot.org. All right, so let's dig into your reading. Looks like, Aries, you're feeling pretty good, feeling pretty sexy. Feeling your oats and your strength. You've probably been taking some good care of your body, but it looks like you're in a good place of stability, prosperity, or at least having your needs met and feeling really independent in a good way. Independent, in charge of your own destiny, if you will. Okay. So next we are looking at the Ace of Swords here. And as I tune into this energy, it feels like there might be some tears that have been shed or are being shed about, new realizations. New things coming to light, new information, perhaps a little bit painful. However, I see a huge victory at the top of, if you're already on the other side of it or not quite yet on the other side of it, it's going to really propel you forward on a huge mission. What mission is that? Okay, a mission to respond, to react. I'm feeling that for some of you, it might even have triggered some anger, some angry words, and I'm getting to just kind of sit with that for a little bit. If you are feeling like triggered or like you want to really lash out or do battle with someone, to just take a breath for a moment and check in with your body. That's really important, to stay connected to your body right now, Aries. And don't waste your energy is what I'm hearing. Do not give your energy to wasted arguments. You need that energy right now for yourself, for your own development, and it's much better spent nurturing yourself and finding your stability, making sure your feet are on the ground, grounding, connecting to earth. That's what's important right now. And it doesn't mean that you can't express yourself or respond to something that's been said to you. Again, I'm just getting the message to slow down, connect to your body, really take care of yourself, and approach things from that place of stability and earthiness instead of charging forward with this air energy. And looks like where this energy is going is beautiful. There is stability. There's a whole new opening, perhaps a new relationship, a new friendship, a new partner in business, love, life, one that feels really bountiful and worth celebrating together. And this is in your element. This is fire, the Four of Wands. I want to show you this image so that you can tune into it yourself and get your own information, your own intuition. For some of you, it might even be an actual marriage, a wedding. And I see people dancing in the background. It's just a beautiful energy, again, of stability, of coming together, and in a very fruitful, abundant way. And right next to it, speaking of abundance, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is the most abundant card in the deck. So you might be really getting your game on with your finances right now, Aries. And somehow you're focusing on something around that. So let me get to that in a minute because the Queen of Cups is right next to this card. Let's tune in first to the Ten of Pentacles energy. Back to that celebration, I see parties, gatherings, different people coming together, perhaps family, family reunion. I see different generations, different energies all coming together again in celebration, in coherence with each other. This is very much like a soul tribe vibe too, so maybe you're finding your people, Aries. I sure hope you are, because we need all our people as we move forward and as things get more interesting, as we co-create our futures. So let me see what the Queen of Cups has to do next to this. I still feel like there's some emotions you're confronting right now. And it feels a little melancholy, maybe even sad. Are you longing to have this connection with community, this abundance of relationships and opportunities, and not quite feeling it yet? That could be true, but the energy is definitely supporting that. This is support, those four pillars, and it is showing that that opening, that opportunity, that gateway is just right around the corner. Some of you might be experiencing that already. But it is important to acknowledge your feelings and make sure you give time to be alone with them, them, nurture yourself. I'm getting even taking a bath as a ritual of healing and self-love, or going by the water if that's possible for you, if you live near the water, whether it's a stream, river, or the ocean, lake, pond, etc. And water is very healing right now for you. Yes, there's something in the frequency of water that's actually, drinking water is going to be important right now, especially so that your body can process and digest whatever it's feeling. I'm going to let you tune into this card and see what comes up for you. I'm really noticing those cherubs on the top of her throne behind her, and then there's one on the side. The one on the side is your inner child. Make sure you're talking to and connecting with your inner child. That part of you wants to come along, and I think might even be feeling a little left out or a little left behind. You might be so charged ahead that you might have forgotten to stop and check in with yourself and your inner child. And the two cherubs on the top of her throne, I just really feel like they're watching over her. Let me see what else. What is the message from the cherubs? I need more information on that. I don't feel like they're guiding over her. All right, we'll see what the oracle cards here have to say about that. Foundation, open heart, and pride. Okay. So the open heart makes sense with the Queen of Cups. She definitely wears her heart on her sleeve. One could even say that is what she's admiring and fixated upon in that giant chalice that she's holding onto, that giant cup. But the energy coming from the cherubs on top that I pointed out is foundation, which is again grounding, stability. Now that's come through with two other cards here. Stability, keep your feet on the ground, conserve your energy. 4 is our stability. 4 wands, 4 pentacles. This is also a stable structure that you're moving towards. Stability is really important right now. Of course, that would make sense. So you don't get lost in your emotions, and that's pretty much the main reason any one of us would put aside or put off tapping into some of those uncomfortable feelings, right? We don't want to be consumed by them. We don't want to be distracted by them or taken down by them. But just checking in, acknowledging, and letting it flow is important. Otherwise, it's going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep your energy stuck. So underneath foundation, it says established, family, and security. Again, family is coming up here too. So perhaps family is a place in your life that you can lean on and ground yourself. Maybe you have healthy family relationships, or if not, biological, chosen family. You really want to keep the door open and keep those relationships open. I'm seeing with this doorway, okay? And that doorway too is suggesting that you can move through those feelings and get to the garden on the other side. You won't get stuck in there. There's an open door on the other side. So stepping into those feelings with an open heart, you have protection, you have the stability you need, and it's just a matter of tapping into it. This is a beautiful pink rose. Rose has such a high frequency, and I love all the dew on the petals here. It says receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. And boy, doesn't that sound like tapping into our inner child, right? So be receptive, have empathy, allow yourself to be vulnerable just within yourself. You can do it behind closed doors, or again within relationships or community that support you and that are stable and comfortable for you, where you can be authentic and vulnerable. So pride was the third card that I picked, and it says arrogance, ego, and stubborn. So this is the one thing that can get in the way, is our ego. And thinking, you know what, I've got this. I'm so zen. I've got it all figured out. I don't need to slow down and stop and be vulnerable. I'm strong. I can handle it. You are strong, Aries. You are fire, no doubt. You are super strong. But Aries, this is your energy. Ego is very much Aries energy. So, and it's in the shadow. It's in the black and white versus color, okay? So it's time to do some shadow work and just check in if there's anything that's feeling left behind or that you've overlooked. You know, when you stay at a hotel or go traveling somewhere, it's really wise if you have this habit after you pack everything up and it's time to go to just do a once over. Go around the room, check the drawers again, check the bathroom again. Did you forget your toothbrush on the counter, or did you leave, you know, your wallet on the desk or something really important? Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're gathering all your energy and taking it with you, so that it doesn't stay stuck and left behind, because that's energy that will not fuel you into whatever you want to create and whatever you're stepping into with great joy and celebration. Okay, I hope that's helpful, Aries. If you would like to schedule a personal reading with me, you know, you can go to my website, intuitivegardentarot.org, and I would love to take a deep dive into your questions and do a personal reading for you with just your energy. I hope you're having a great week, and I will see you next time. Take care.